Donald Trump indicted in New York City. That's crazy. And that's what we're going to talk about. Is me, Noel, hanging out with Stephen J. Smith and Nate. Let's take a look.
What up, what up? No filter.
I feel bad for the guy. He didn't even really have to be president. He had a lot of money. He had a great life. And he decided to run. He won. He got in. They took him down. And now they're trying to nickel and dime him for a private agreement he made with a woman, 8 years ago? It has nothing to do with politics. Wasn't paid through campaign funds. This is a disgrace. And I think it takes about a week to get the logistics in, so he'll come up and he will get fingerprinted, and they'll get a mugshot. And then they'll plaster that mugshot all over the country for the next 2 years and run against a criminal. And that's what this is all about. What are your thoughts?
That would never happen. You would have a suit.
So we're in a crazy time. This is the first time in history, American history, that a former president is being indicted. Now, to be clear, we don't know if he's going to get arrested. And those are some of the questions that I want to bring up to you guys. I mean, there's a lot of things that's going to happen when you get indicted, right? You have to come in. You got to be processed. That means fingerprinted, Then the judge got to decide if he's going to let you out. And for how much? You got to pay a fee. What do you guys think about this whole thing? Let's get your opinion. Let's start off with you, Stephen J. Smith. What you think?
Well, it's a very interesting situation. Me personally, I am actually celebrating what's happening. It's very well documented how much Trump hates Mexicans. So I opted to celebrate with this awesome Corona that comes straight from Mexico. But my take is that Donald Trump has a lot of money, has a lot of power, has a lot of connections. So he's not going to go to jail. They're going to set some bail and some terms and conditions that he must abide by. But he's not going to jail.
You don't think so? What do you think, Nate, about this whole thing?
First of all, he ain't going nowhere. I'm a Trump fan. I don't know if you noticed that, but I am a Trump supporter, and he ain't going nowhere. We are ready. And I'm telling you, man, he's not going. We're just waiting for him to get that mugshot. We just waiting. I'm just saying. And if he does, the country's ready. That's all I'm saying. Y'all two are hating on the president. This is the first time in history. All of them should get locked up. Hillary, Obama, all of them. If we trying to get some people, presidents locked up. But anyways, we ain't going nowhere. Oh, that's all I'm saying. And I'm drinking as well, Mike, to celebrate another chapter in Trump's life. He ain't going nowhere. That's my thought, my idea. Go ahead, Professor, your turn.
It's a sad state that we're in, where we're using politics to now regulate or to lock people up, to make sure that he doesn't run for president. Because that's what it's all about, making sure that he doesn't run for president, because he has a lot of followers. He's a contender. You know what I mean? And who do the Democrats have to go up against Trump? Biden, an all senile guy that's just tripping and falling all over the place. And is this going to open it up? So now what? Republican judges are going to start now prosecuting or taking to court the Democrats. You know what I mean? One foot inside the other. You do something bad to me, I do something bad to you. Is this what you're going to see?
Well, the only way that I can respond to that is that I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. First off, Trump paid a prostitute hush money. Last time I checked, that is illegal. So therefore, he's being indicted for illegal activities. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Like, he's innocent.
Stephen J. Smith, Stephen, we need proof. That's what he said. We need to see a video of Trump hitting that. I don't believe that shit.
And by the way,
that's some hush money.
By the way, you talking about he gave money to a prostitute. My man, that was over 5 years ago. 5. You know what I mean? There's something called a statute of limitations.
Well, there are laws. So I'm pretty sure if they decided to go after him, it is within the statute of limitation. So therefore, if he broke the law and they are pursuing it, they're doing the right thing. Or what? Because he was the next president, he's allowed to break the law, or because he could be a contender for the next election. They should just let's sweep this under the rug. No, there was an investigation which takes a long time, and after that investigation, it was determined that he committed a crime. Therefore, he's been indicted. It is.
But you know what? I'm gonna defend my president. Bill Clinton should get locked up. He had some head in the White House. You know what I mean? And it's the same thing. He ain't go to jail. Yes, you put it under the rug.
Bill Clinton got impeached for that act. Okay, so the process that was supposed to be followed was followed. The difference is that Bill Clinton got head from an intern at the White House. He did not pay a prostitute and later pay her hush money to keep the public from knowing. Keep in mind that he paid that hush money during the elections. In other words, had that news blown over that he was fucking a prostitute before he was elected president, that may have affected the outcome.
You know, I agree.
I'll say this
never
much.
thought about that. Yeah.
I'll say this much. There are a lot of problems with taking a former president to court, because that former president got fans. And let's take a look at this video. It's only a minute and a half. Take a look at what they're saying they're going to do.
Take a look at it.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
And Corona, I need y'all to send me a check.
If 100 million people are going to vote for him, if they do indict him, you're going to get 120 million people
I'm
voting
gonna
for
make
him.
you take that back.
You heard what he said? Let me just play what he said again.
What he said?
Check it out.
People are going to vote for him if they do indict him. If 100 million people are going to vote for him, if they do indict him, you're going to get 120 million people voting for him. Because they're just, you can't take an honest man down.
The new weapon being used by out-of-control, unhinged Democrats to cheat on an election is criminally investigating a candidate.
They're politicizing the Manhattan District Attorney just to quiet him down.
Ain't nobody politicizing nothing. That's y'all excuse. And you know what? Fuck you and fuck you.
I think if he's arrested and indicted, it's going to help him. So go for it.
It doesn't change a thing about his integrity and everything else. We all have sinned. We all have some things that we've done.
We're not
We are a nation that is
weapon body.
Yo, right now it's not y'all talking, it's the beer talking. Because if you listen to what he just said, you know what? If they do arrest him, by the way, federally, you are allowed, if you are arrested, you are allowed by the Constitution to run for president. And arresting him, all that's going to do is boost his numbers up, and he will get elected in a landslide. So,
man, listen, your little one-term president with them little ass hands ain't never going to be president again. Forget that.
Oh, damn. Now, a good question. If he does go to jail, does the Secret Service go to jail with him? Because he got Secret Service for life.
Man, listen. Man, I'll answer that. I'll answer that.
That'll be fucked up, right?
That'll be quite easy. If he goes to jail, is convicted of a crime, a lot of privileges are going to be stripped, including the Secret Service.
No, that shouldn't be exclusive.
To be honest, I just made that shit up because it made sense to me. But at the end of the day, I'm guessing he'll be put in solitary confinement. He'll be kept away from the other criminals because he's a criminal.
Well, that'd be fucked up, right, Stephen A? And then you got hired for that job to protect him for life, and then you end up in jail to protect him again.
Damn, that's fucked up.
Damn,
your ass going to jail too.
You're not going to jail too. You need to protect that man. Y'all signed an agreement. That's fucked up. What you think, Professor?
So he's going to go to jail, and the whole Secret Service detail is going to go to jail. They're going to take time, like you go for 5 hours, and the other guys goes.
My nigga, think about this. If he goes to jail, he's going to be on a 6x4 cell. So guess what? He's just gonna need one Secret Service member to be his bunkie.
Yo, there you go. Word. And another thing, if I was Trump, I'm gonna email him. I will sell half of Manhattan. You know he owns half of Manhattan. How much is the bail money? All right. I'm like, you're gonna have a lot of homeless people tomorrow. That's gonna be huge.
Yo, the man,
Huge.
the Secret Service agent is gonna be like shaming his bunk. He's gonna be mad at his job, talking about, damn it, I hate this job. I gotta come to jail and serve 8 hours every day. I swear to God, I hate this job.
They praying hard. I swear to God, they praying hard. Like, I hope this guy will get locked up.
Now, to be honest, I understand what's going on, and I agree with it. I think he did do something illegal, and he should pay for it. But I don't think that the consequences are going to lead to him actually doing time in prison, because at the end of the day, he had sex with a prostitute and paid hush money. I'm not sure how big of a crime that is, but it doesn't seem like. It seems like something that you would get like probation and a huge fine and maybe go to a program or some stupid shit like that. I can't see him going to prison over fucking somebody.
By the way, the real crime is that he used campaign money to pay the prostitute.
Allegedly. Remember, the guy's rich.
Allegedly, but even if he did use campaign money, which, he illegally used those funds, but how much can you really be punished for using funds to fuck somebody? Like, I understand if he used those funds for personal advantage, like buying properties for himself and make money off of it. But he used it to pay a whore.
But at the end of the day, it's fraud.
Allegedly.
At the end of the day, it's fraud. But you think about this whole thing, seriously, you're taking this man down for such a small thing. Like, really? I'm sorry, but
I'm going to remind you that Al Capone murdered a bunch of people, but they couldn't catch him. So what did they do? They caught him on tax evasion. So in other words, Trump done mad shit. How about that fake ass university that he conned a bunch of people in? How about when he filed for bankruptcy and didn't pay a bunch of people that he owed money to? So he filed for bankruptcy over and over and stiffed a bunch of hardworking Americans and didn't pay their ass. He's done a bunch of shit that we can't even count.
Yeah, but that's America.
He got away with all that. Finally, they said, we got something on you. Hold that down, son.
Damn. We're gonna see. The time is ticking. So when you think he's going to jail? When is the verdict, though?
All right, check it out.
Indictment?
We got some Trump haters and some Trump lovers here in conversation. So let's wrap it up. We've been doing this for over 10 minutes now. So let's wrap it up with predictions. Who wants to go first and predict what's going to happen to Trump or what's next? Jay, go ahead. You first, and then Nathan, and then me. Go ahead, Trey.
Okay, so my prediction, he's already being indicted. That's the first step. So obviously, there's going to be a trial, and he's going to be found either guilty or innocent. I personally believe that he will be found guilty, but because it's such a low-level crime that he committed, he's most likely not going to end up going to jail over it.
Okay.
Good, agree. Okay. Me, he's not going to jail. He's going to get hit with a misdemeanor, and he's going to be house arrest, most likely. If they're going to do that, it's going to be house arrest. And it's a distraction. This thing right here is a distraction by the Democrat, and they playing the move. They playing it smart, because why they doing it now? It's a distraction, and that's going to be huge when he finds himself innocent. You see, that's my prediction.
All right. Nice beer. Don't drink. This is my prediction. I believe Trump is going to get processed because you're indicted. That means fingerprinted, mugshots. And that mugshot is going to be everywhere. It's going to be the poster he's going to use for his campaign to win 2024. All right? And once he gets processed, he got the best lawyer money can buy. So he's not going to go to jail. They're going to throw this out, but he's going to use it to show people, look what they're doing, so that I'm not your president. Me getting locked up is you getting locked up. They're doing this to us. So therefore,
drop the bomb.
So, please do not drop a bomb on that one, because when he lose the elections in a massive landslide, I'm going to have to pull this video on your ass.
Hey, Bring this video and let the truth be known. And you guys, if you're watching this video, write down in the comment section, what do you think is going to happen? Is Jay Smith going to be right? Is Nate going to be right? Or is the teacher on point, Trump 2024? And
I write your comment, please.
To finish this video, I want to play this nice little video that Trump created.
The test of a man is how much he will bear.
Play from the beginning.
The test of a man is how much he will bear for a cause which he knows to be right. How long will he stand in the depths of despair? How much will he suffer and fight? There are many to serve when the victory is near, and few are the hurts to be borne. But it calls for a leader of courage to cheer the men in a battle forlorn. It is the way you hold out against odds that are great that proves what your courage is worth. It is the way that you stand to the bruises of fate that shows up your stature and girth. And victory is nothing but proof of your skill, veneered with a glory that's thin. Unless it is a proof of unfaltering will, and unless you have suffered.
Jay Smith about to pass out. About to pass out right now.
Trump 2024. Let your voices be heard.
The test of a man.
God damn, we out here running a motherfucking propaganda YouTube channel.
I know. Stephen J. about to hit the screen with the battle. He's like, yo, I can't. We're gonna see this video back, like he said. We're gonna rewind it. And then we're gonna see what's up.
Oh,
I'm telling you that no other teacher's prediction is gonna age horribly bad.
Ooh,
by the way, Jay, I'm gonna try to put that video that you have on Instagram at the beginning of this before we start talking, and then start us off. So I'm gonna try to see if I could hook that up because that's a nice video.
Oh yeah. Put Jay intro, como empezó, latest news, boom, and then you start a story. I like that. I like how you did the video there. That's not bad.
Yeah.
Oh, you should have put that one. Yeah, Jay, you should have. Jay, go ahead, record that.
It's recording right now.
Oh shit, my.
I like white folks, but I don't like you. All the niggas in the hood wanna fight you. Surprised El Chapo ain't tried to stop you. Surprised the nation of Islam ain't tried to find you. Fuck it up.
You see? Anybody who support Stephen J, put your comment down there. You know what I'm saying? Or treat him for another Corona. Hey, put the Corona emoji.
And if you don't support my point of view, fuck you. Fuck Noah teacher. Fuck Nate Dogs. Cause that's what it is.
That's it. Spoke the truth.
All right, we're gonna leave it right there. See you guys in the next video.
Peace.
All right, boom. Peace.